B5.
H. H.
And
Hi. Good morning.
good morning. And figures.
Ay, Carnora.
Tinta retta,
And figures.
Tarkia, Schweizer district.
Municipal bestuurder. In Afrikaans, twee sterk van Lijnsburg.
Ik kan zien. Waar ik kan. Ja.
Vandaag.
Remember, councillors, let's start. The time is
I don't
o'clock.
listen getting this person.
If you've got a phone, please put it on silent. Councillors, the executive mayor, the deputy executive mayor, MMCs, and all the councillors, the municipal manager, the CFO, and the directors, also administration. Good morning. I believe the attendance register is 80. Morning, Councillor.
Morning, speaker.
Morning, Councillor Olivier.
Morning, Councillor Come.
Morning, Councillor Kamkam.
Let's speak. Good morning.
My favorite word, one councillor.
Good morning.
We're coming a long way.
When we done. Princess of the council.
I believe the attendance register is circulating. Councillors, before we start our order of business, I would like us to speak to the Almighty the way we used to. There are different religions. Therefore, I think we must do it silently. We can bow our heads. Thank you. Councillors, I'm going straight to number 3 in the order of business. The declaration, there's no application for leave. I can see that all the councillors are here. Number 4, the disclosure of interest by councillors. If there is any, you will raise your hand.
My son being a legal department.
All right. And as well, the menu can take us through the question of minutes for previous meeting, please.
Stevens. 8, 9, 16, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, Indians registers 30, 31, 52, 33, and that comes 25 January.
Opposer in the second? Are those a true reflection? Councillor Michelle,
I was going to go with the minister.
the second? Yes, Councillor Michelle. Second. Opposer, Councillor Michelle, the second, Councillor Michelle.
Moving to the minutes of special meeting of 2 February 20. On page 34, 35, 36, 37, 8, 39, 41, 42, 43, 44. Then this reaches 45, 6, 47, 48, 49, 50. And that concludes the minutes of February.
Who and the second? Those two are the true reflection of the meeting. Yes, Councillor Michelle.
Madam Chair.
Councillor Michelle proposes and Councillor Mhlana
Second, Chair.
second. Thank you.
Moving to the minutes of 7 February, special council meeting of 7 February 2024, page 51, 52, 53, 54, 55. Then this reaches 56, 57, that 58, and that concludes the minutes of 7 February 2024.
Who and the second?
Speaker, I should take these minutes as read and a true reflection of the meeting.
These are minutes.
Mhlana, Councillor Dai.
Thank you, Speaker. If we go to page 51. Yes,
Page 51.
yes, that was an in committee, but we don't see the meeting of the minutes of the meeting that we had on the 7th of February. There's no minutes on the items. I do understand it was an in committee, and therefore we must record that the minutes we receive on the in committee because it's here now.
There is in committee council.
This is an open session.
Jump the gun, sorry.
No, it's fine.
You don't know what I'm talking about. Don't say it for me now. Thank you, sorry, Speaker.
All right.
Before.
Dai. The second, you can form a second, Councillor Dai.
I didn't propose those minutes.
Second,
I gladly second them.
Mr. Mayor, second. Thank you so much, councillors. Councillors, we are going to number 6, statements and communications by the Executive Mayor. Executive Mayor, over to you.
Thank you, Speaker. Honorable Speaker, Deputy Mayor, members of the Municipal, councillors, municipal manager, directors, guests in attendance, and those watching online, good morning. I would like to take this opportunity to thank all municipal staff who continuously strive with the slogan of Bitou Municipality, and that's to be the best together. Since taking office on 2nd February 2024, the municipal staff have worked tirelessly in our communities in their quest to achieve clean and safe communities. Services are being delivered as promised to our people. The departments who really impressed me during the first month as mayor, I would like to thank the Waste Department for putting in tremendous efforts. Waste section have executed display a detailed, well-organized operational plan. Well done to the management and the leadership. Also, I would also like to take this opportunity, the time to commend the department working tirelessly behind the scenes, finance department, and specifically the budget section under the leadership of the current CEO, Ms. Lotte, and that of Mr. Christopher Payer. Well done to ensure the tabling of the adjustment budget today. I would like to thank our engineering department and the director, Mr. Felton, for the support that we have rendered to the Prince Albert municipality for the standby generator that was lent to the municipality during the prolonged electricity outage for nearly 12 days. A letter of thanks has been sent to the Executive Mayor from Executive Mayor Linda. Therefore, she thanks us for our generous assistance. Speaker, furthermore, I'd like to inform councillors of the current program, which has been well implemented, started off through the leadership of the then Executive Mayor, in the form of a video that we have encouraged the public. Would further on like to inform the public and councillors that we continue to make sure that the rollout of the tokens be concluded by 24th November 2024, when the total numbers, the total blackout on 24th November 2024. Bitou currently stands on a percentage of 75% rollout. Might have changed in the time. We have a number of 9,271 meters, of which 6,967 completed, an outstanding balance of 2,304. I would like the department to raise concerns and challenges specifically in the ESCOM areas. These meters, if not fully updated by the set date, will stop dispensing electricity tokens. Just to elaborate there, councillors, we must make sure if there's issues in the ESCOM areas that we raise it fast. Because come 24th November 2024, the residents will come to us. So as far as we can, let's motivate them to have these tokens registered. Speaker, as you would know, myself and the Deputy Mayor, together with the Chief Whip, MMCs and MPEC Chairperson, had the privilege to address the entire municipal staff on Thursday, 22nd of February. Just to recap on the message delivered from myself and the Deputy Mayor, I would like to highlight that this council cannot be successful without the municipal staff, and therefore this council should put the well-being of the staff first. The executive of this council therefore made it its duty to be informed of the well-being of employees by adding employee wellness surveys to be launched as part of this executive's 100-day plan. The Deputy Mayor also urged the municipal staff to remember that this municipality is our resource and that all municipal staff are the treasures of the organization. Speaker, as a leader, I would like to address a matter that is of much concern to me. Speaker, I believe it is important that your office remind all councillors of the code of conduct for councillors. Your office need to remind councillors to not bring the municipality into disrepute, posting things on social media trying to make it sound as if our staff does not value service delivery. Councillors further need to be reminded that in-committee matters may not be disclosed on social media, even if they are trying to impress their few supporters. We all took an oath to always act in the best interest of the municipality, and perhaps the time has come for you, Speaker, to remind certain councillors of that oath as they seem to have forgotten. Speaker, with that being said, please allow me to announce an exciting plan for the entire Bitou, coming from this collective, the 100-day plan of this new executive. To the greater public, the 100-day plan is not only a plan that I will be reading here today. This plan will be continuously evaluated by the Chief Whip of this council, Councillor Samkelo Alumnaido Malamla Manlapa. To ensure it is implemented, this 100-day plan is to show all Bitou residents that this executive cares and is steadfast in their promise to deliver. Please note the following matters will be addressed during the 100-day plan. Number one, surveys for all employees to determine employee wellness and satisfaction. Two, pledge culture needs to be brought back. We will do that by reviewing the responsiveness of the festive season programs, such as lifting of unnecessary restrictions on venues and the review of tariffs. The days will be gone where our people do not feel welcome at our beautiful places during festive seasons. The launch of the Mayoral Sports Festival, I was informed by my office that the Sports Council has been disbanded. I therefore mandated the office to ensure a new interim sport council is set up by the end of next week to ensure that the Mayoral Sports Festival will take place on the Easter weekend. But the fourth, Mayoral bursaries will be awarded. 5, review of the EPWP business plan. 6, discussions on all MOUs and contracts currently active in Bitou. 7, the business process review of infrastructure planning and environmental service department. 8, meeting with the business chambers. 9, establish of environmental advisory committee and receipts of its first introductory report. 10, investment conference to be scheduled for the month of April. Marketing should be initiated. 11, the land audit to be reviewed or completed in order to understand what is earmarked and zoned for. 12, the review of universal access programs such as EPWP and CWP. 13, the review of the membership of the planning tribunal to ensure its full and legal prescribed independence. 14, pursuing partnership between Bitou Municipality and the United Nations regarding food security. 15, engagement on town tourism with various stakeholders. 16, first workshop for councillors. 17, introduction of Bitou Junior Town Council. 18, walkabouts in all wards that will be arranged. A youth speaker for the upcoming week. 19, the engagement on shack farming conversations and the effective and efficient management of informal settlements. 20, LED and SEM in Bitou to familiarize and equip SMMEs with tender processes. 21, monitoring health and safety in all municipal departments for compliance purposes. Speaker, this is just to mention a few of the focus points. There are plenty more. We have a press conference scheduled today in this council chambers to elaborate on the 100-day plan. Speaker, this 100-day plan introduced here today needs the full support of the administration of this municipality in order for it to be successful. I therefore request through you, Speaker, that the municipal manager ensure that the administration is on board. Speaker, just a reminder, this municipality is our resource and the staff is our treasure. Deputy Mayor, Councillor Konwapi, Speaker Kabai, Chief Whip Manraba, MPEC Chairperson Seti, MMC Mitchell, MMC Mhlana, under our leadership, this town will flourish and services will be delivered to our people. Thank you, Speaker.
Thank you very much, Executive Mayor. That was a mouthful and exciting. I will not waste time, Executive Mayor. I've got nothing to say. You've said it all. Councillors, let's go to number 7, presentation. None. All right, okay. MM, over to you.
Thanks, Speaker. Apologies, Speaker. It's all the English today. Speaker, in front of me, I'm sitting with a letter that is short. One read it in details. Mr. Felix Litter has been chosen as one of the 6 CFOs in the country by INCA to represent South Africa in the summers. Is it winter school now? Following the summer school. Okay. So following the INCA Capacity Fund summer school held in 2022, as well as the summer school held in the first week of this year, I will forward it to you and the mayor for the call it now. The ICBF is undertaking a study tour to Switzerland from the 7th of June to 16th of June, and is made possible by ICBF and SECO. It's a fully paid study tour. Felix Letter has been selected as one of the 6 CFOs in the country. I tried to convince him this morning that it's during the end of the year, maybe I should replace him. Unfortunately, it's not transferable, Speaker. So it's a fully paid trip. The only cost for us is the incidental cost, which we'll then have to calculate and then I'll provide answer in the meeting of March. So I got it yesterday, but I only saw it today. So he has to reply by 1st of March and notify Joanne Whiting via email that he is accepting to go to the study tour in Switzerland. Thank you.
Thanks, Municipal Manager. Those are good news. Congratulations, CFO.
Let's take him with you.
Always.
Councillors?
He has not mentioned.
No, they are not. They are not.
Record.
They are not. Councillors were on number 7, presentations, we've got none. Number 8, items for information which have been dealt with by the executive mayor in terms of delegated authority. None. Number 9, noting of outstanding partially implemented council resolutions. None. Number 10, the consideration of reports, non-delegated matters. We go straight to section 1, Office of the Municipal Manager. Well, the man, I don't have my glasses, man. I'm struggling to read this small.
Starting with the first item.
Let's start, yes.
Item C, stroke 1, stroke 2, stroke 02, stroke 24, tabling of the proposed amended 2023-2024 top layer service delivery and budget implementation plan, between brackets SDBIP, on page 62.
Item is 7. That's it, Mayor?
Speaker, okay, we go over the recommendations. The manager said,
Seconder,
I second that.
the proposer, the executive mayor, the seconder, the deputy executive mayor. Next item,
Item C, stroke 1, stroke 201, stroke 02, stroke 24, extension of appointment of acting director corporate services for the period 8 March 2024 until 30 April 2024, page 69.
Manish.
Thank you. Perhaps we have to let's go to the in-committee item and then come back to this
Yes.
to this item. Of course, we cannot deal with this item without having first close the other process. So I would suggest that unfortunately this is an open agenda item, so we have to close that item and then come back on this item.
Councillor Kamka?
Thank you, Speaker. The MMS actually touched what I wanted to touch base on. I want to know why is the other item, the in-committee item, I didn't see any information in there that we cannot disclose. However, I've seen that we are being misinformed. I want to know if that is the reason why we've got that item in committee, because this one and the other one, it is related. In the item in committee, since we have been told that we must not spread misinformation, I want to say on record that the item in the in committee states that the panel will conclude the process, and it is not true. Because I sat on that panel, and in the previous council meeting, we were told that the results is going to get known. So my question is, why is that item in committee and this item is an open item? Two items are related. What is the reason for that? Thank you, Speaker.
Thanks, Speaker. Through you, I'm not sure if it is proper to deal with the second part of the question now, because that I can only respond when we deal with the item, But the item is in committee of items, the report in terms of the assessment of the people that came.
Reports. Sorry, I meant that. Sorry, there's no report. There is no report. It says there is not a report. The process has not been concluded. What report is the MM talking about? Thank you.
You must.
No report.
Wait, it comes to it.
Yes.
Yeah, there are procedures that are done. You are interjecting now. The MM was still on the floor. I think you should know that you are a seasoned council. Please don't be kept by emotions. Please continue, MM.
Thank you, Speaker. So there is a report. So that's why I said the latter part of that item, it's better that I respond when we deal with that item. But I can confirm that there is a report, and I will explain the issue of the committee in terms of what happened when we deal with the item.
Okay. You wanted, councillors? What's your?
My take is let's go with the proposal that UMM has put in, but because he needs to guide us as an administrator, that let's take this item and conclude it after we've got it in committee.
All right. All right, councillors, we will agree with that. Let's go to, so that it means then there also another second item. Mrs. Velderman is moving. Let's then go to section finance.
Item C/2/186/02/24, incurring of long-term debt to the amount of 45,150,000 rand for the 2023-2024 financial year, page 75.
Item is serving. Councillor Misha,
Thank you, Chair. I propose that we go with the recommendations.
Deputy Executive Mayor.
I second it.
Item C/2/188. That is the addendum, sorry, councillors. C/2/188/02/24, adjustment, third adjustment budget of the 2023-2024 medium-term revenue expenditure framework, MTREF. That is on page 3 of the addendum.
Item is serving. Executive Mayor.
Speaker, thank you for the item. I would like to address this mid-year budget submission. Honorable Speaker, Deputy Mayor, members of the Mayoral Committee, councillors, Municipal Manager, directors, guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. The adjustment budget tabled here today is prescribed in accordance with the provisions of Section 28 of the Municipal Finance Management Act of 2003. Third adjustment budget has been drafted after careful consideration of the financial result in the mid-year performance report, as well as additional funding that has become available to the municipality to enhance service delivery. The mid-year performance has also provided us with an overview of the performance of the current year capital program, which unavoidably necessitated adjustments to be made to ensure that the capital projects that were budgeted are executed to meet service delivery needs and to ensure that we execute our service delivery mandate. Main factors that we considered and that contributed to the adjustment budget are as follows. Additional capital funding received for the upgrading of informal settlements in the amount of 3 million rand. Financial management capacity building grant, 200,000 rand for bursaries in financial related fields. An increase in the human settlements development grant of 6,269,000 rand was promulgated in January 2024. Total additional grant funding amount to 9,500,037 rand is included in the adjustment budget. Capital budget adjustments. After considering the performance of the capital budget to date, it was clear that some adjustments needed to be done. Following needs to be highlighted. The construction of the Bitou stormwater upgrades will start only in May 2024. Therefore, 3.5 million will be the budget funds has been moved to the next financial year to ensure completion by September 2024. The budget for the Brakloof electrical substation has been moved to the next 2 financial years as the project is currently still in the planning and design phase. This equates to the reduction of 3.6 million rand. Additional amount of 2.2 million rand was added for the electrification of human settlements from own resources. Various adjustments were done to service delivery fleet items to ensure that service delivery can continue unhindered. The detail of all of the capital adjustments can be found in the attached detailed capital revision documents. Under operational budget adjustments, the mid-year performance report has highlighted that the fact that the adjustments to revenue targets are necessary. The factors that contribute to this is the persistent load shedding that is resulting in the downward adjustment of 9.2 million rand in the electricity revenue. The increase in indigent registrations of approximately 1,500 more than the original budgeted is impacting on all service revenue items and is resulting in a combined total additional revenue foregone of approximately 28 million rand. All categories of services revenue are therefore adjusted downwards. On a positive note, additional income from interest on investment in the amount of 7.4 million rand, development charges of 4.2 million rand, as well as traffic fines in 13.4 million rand are added to the budget. Additional income discovered through the efforts of the revenue enhancement program is to some extent mitigating the loss alluded to in the preceding two paragraphs. Various expenditure adjustments were necessary, with an adjustment in overtime and standby necessary due to persistent load shedding and service delivery needs as a result of aging and failing infrastructure. Bulk purchases required a downward adjustment as a reduction in electricity purchases were evident. An upward adjustment in contracted services associated with traffic fines issuing is necessary. The aforementioned are only a few of the items that require adjustment. More detail on the adjustments are contained in the budget executive summary. In conclusion, the adjustments proposed in the budget submitted here today is an attempt to ensure that service delivery is maintained and extended to all communities in the Bitou area. It also serves to ensure that the capital program will be executed as planned and that the human settlements program is rolled out successfully. We remain resolute in promoting good governance and continue to strive to improve the financial viability of the municipality. Speaker, with this being said, I present the mid-year adjustment budgets for consideration and approval. Councillor Tablanche as the Executive Mayor.
Thank you, Executive Mayor. Councillor Michel.
Thank you, Chair. Before I second the proposal of our mayor, I just want us to note and put it on record that we note that the increase in electricity from NERSA is 12.7.2%. And then the municipality will stand for the 1.8% because we're going to go and put ours on 10.72%. So we take note of that. And also we want to thank the revenue enhancement report that we got that point out the difficulties and everything they collected in this report for us. So with that, I will second the proposal of the mayor.
Thank you, Councillor Michel. So Michel, second. The mayor. Let's go now. Section 3, corporate services. No items for consideration.
There's one item.
One item.
The electricity.
For the addendum, sorry.
Item C.
Oh, it's
Items C/2/189/0/24 proposed electricity price increase for 2024-2025 financial year, page 96.
The item is 7.
Okay.
Councillor Mangam.
Thank you, Speaker. I see we are on the board today. I think we won't have to spend so much time on this because my colleague over here has just layered it accordingly. So with that being said, we go with the recommendations.
I will second it.
Councillor Michel, you are very fresh. Very fresh today.
Whereas there was a point in the recommendation.
Section 3, corporate services. No items for consideration. Section 4, community services. No items for consideration. And section 5.
Item C/5/123/02/24 water services, updated water safety plan, page 105.
The item is 7. Councillor Sana.
Yeah, we go with the recommendations, Speaker.
Councillor Desa.
Thank you, Speaker. I think about a year ago, I addressed the mail to the municipal manager and also the director engineering, had some concerns about water and more the stand, because we'd already dropped to around 81% in the reporting. And this report raises some more concerns, and the items that I believe we can quickly address. If we note on page 130 of the report, there's two high risks that they talk about here. And the one is potential health risk, and the other one is a water quality monitoring program. Now, if we look at the report on all the sites, what comes through is chemical monitoring compliance is poor, insufficient monitoring of chemical parameters to verify safety of water. And the process control and supervised compliance is less than 100%, indicating either insufficient process control. These are things that can affect the quality of the water, and it's things that we need to address and can be addressed really quickly. It's often a training issue. And if you look through the report, there's many of these small things in the wastewater treatment works in town. The site requires housekeeping, occupational health and safety risks observed, chemical dosing method does not allow effective mixing, no final water sample point for final water reservoir that's corroded. These are basic housekeeping things that we can quickly address that affects the quality and or could affect quality. What is more lacking in this report, and it's something I've been trying to get answers on for a while, there's a very comprehensive report about the Curlin water treatment works and the water sources, being both boreholes and the river. But there's nothing in the waterworks in town that deals with the boreholes, the serviceability of our boreholes, and the yield of the boreholes. I would like to see that we get a report on this because, as I've mentioned before, if for some reason we cannot draw water from the Kerbums River, where are we going to get water? How much water are we going to get? And what measures do we need to put in place to make up for the water that we can't extract from the river? And we don't have that information. And I would like to propose that we go with the recommendation. However, I'd like to see an additional recommendation that we get a report at the next council meeting on the serviceability of all our boreholes, when, if any of them are not in a serviceable condition, when they will be serviceable, and what the yields are, so that we know exactly where we stand if we don't have our main source of water that we can plan properly. So I'd like to see that in the recommendations in terms of a report on that information. And then also a perception that most of the public seems to have about water concerns going forward. There's a lot of development happening in town. And a lot of development, when I say town, in Bitou, and a lot of development planned regarding around housing, RDP housing. And the message people are putting out there is that how are we going to sustain the additional demand on water and sanitation? But what I think we forget is that the RDP housing that is planned and the lower income housing that is planned is for people already in Bitou. It's not going to add much to our water usage. And I think that's what people are forgetting. They're looking at new developments as being new people coming into town. And there may be some new people coming into those developments, especially private developments, but the majority of it is for people that is already in Bitou. So we need to factor that in as well and not overhype the water issue. We need to plan for the future, for future growth, but we need to have the base we can plan from. I'd also like information included in the report about what we're doing about the Vardrift Dam, because that seems to be dealt with and then it goes on the back burner and we don't really participate in that.
Okay. Councillor Nel?
Speaker, the narrative of Councillor Swart covered me completely. Thank you.
Okay. Councillor Swart, you want to put the recommendation, put it simply so that it can be heard?
So I'll go through the recommendation that say we just like clarity. The water supply shortages have been a regular occurrence in Ward 2, Koweni Swift area. Are we talking Ward 2 and Ward 3 here?
Yes.
All right. I just want to clarify on that because sometimes people still think that Swift is part of Ward 2. So I just wanted the clarity there. I would like to add as a third recommendation that we get a report, the current status of the boreholes in the entire municipality. We can exclude Curlin because that is in the report already. So all the non-Curlin boreholes, how many we have, where they are, and the status. And if any of them are not in a working status, when they will be in a working status, of those.
I think you've captured it very well, man. Thank you so much. Can the chair of me?
In that regard, I wanted just to know, does the people that are representing the municipality in the forum of water and sanitation, they bring a report? Because by the time we were there, you'll find that the national department is always there and they always bring information and things that are on the pipeline that can make our municipality to benefit. I just wanted to know from the directors that does those people that are representing our municipality in those forums, do they bring the report that is related to these cases of boreholes? Because you'll find that the government will always say that the borehole on a certain place will have this. It's always that you find that we always get information that supports us from the national perspective than going solo as only as a Bitou municipality. It's just a question that I wanted to know.
Director, something?
Yes, thank you. So all the information and national provincial gets. What happens is they interrogate it, they look at it, and they try to assist in supporting us, whether it's at a forum meeting or at on a financial side. So the information they get comes from us.
Thank you.
It is seconded. It was proposed by Mhlana and seconded by us with an
I'll sort that out.
Recap of the recommendation 3.
Why I've opened up this item, councillors? It's very important that we must deliberate about it. Water is life. We want our people to drink clean water. And we also want to keep water to this standard, because I believe that we are number one, still number one. So Councillor Mhlana proposed, and Councillor Swart, I believe you will second that. So it goes that way. Thank you so much.
Yes, Madam Dean, we've captured the third recommendation.
And the third recommendation was captured.
Okay.
Moving to item C/5/124/02/24, Municipal Infrastructure Grant between brackets MIG, revision of Detailed Project Implementation Plan, DPIP, page 171.
The item is serving. Councillor Mhlana.
We go with the recommendations, Speaker.
Second. Councillor Mhlana.
Speaker. In as much as I am supporting the recommendations, which is seconding, it must be duly noted that
No. Councillor Repeal, you are out of order. Out of order.
Speaker, I'm just saying now, they don't take passport field lights again. I need to send it away.
Speaker.
Councillor must raise her hand, must raise your hand.
Councillors, wait, Councillor Mangaba. Councillors, please, I know you are a vibe.
Did well.
Mayor, please. Councillor Olifir.
It was. I'm so sorry to say thank you, Speaker.
Are you fine now?
Yeah, I just want to say the money went to rise in the last.
No, we don't want you to have palpitations, high palpitations. Yeah, cool down.
No, I think.
Wonderful.
But it.
Well, Councillor Olifir. Really, it's good that we must have meetings in the morning. And we must have the coming one at 7 o'clock.
What?
No, they will be fresh because I can feel the vibe. Still early. Councillors, Councillor Mangaba?
Thank you, Speaker. In as much as I am seconding the recommendations, it must be duly noted that it is quite disappointing that if you look at the not applicable points, it is purely because officials didn't do what they were meant to be doing, which is to upload the project so that they can actually be in line to actually be dealt with. The reason why Kwano's sewer infrastructure as well as current waste treatment works is actually on a nil, it is purely because this project were actually not loaded. Going forward, we need every hand on deck so that when such issues are addressed, we know exactly that they are loaded and they will be dealt with, because these have been waiting for the past 2 years. However, we second the recommendations.
Yes, I feel you, Councillor Mangaba and Councillor Olifield. Really, that is sales delivery to our people. We are not even confused by only a few figures. It says nil. It's totally wrong. I think it must be taken up by council so as to correct that. Councillor Msa?
Yeah, Speaker, no, I will give to the director, ask the director to just explain that need so that we don't get this. Why?
Let's give him an opportunity to serious.
Thank you, Speaker. I think what has been said here is it was the loading of the projects with the mix rod. It's the reason why we had it 434 years. I thought that we were going to get those approvals by the end of this financial year. But the approvals hadn't come through yet. 134 was the amount that we would be spending on the consultant's fee, the preliminary designs. But no, it was not on the actual work itself, the construction design. So for the new financial year, most definitely our yearly concerns will be consultants will be appointed and also the work commenced.
Thank you so much, Director. Thank you so much. There's a proposal. Councillor Mangaba second. Next item.
Item C/5/125/02/24, Capital Projects Implementation Plan between brackets CPIP, Monthly Progress Report for period in January 2024, page 177.
Item 7. Councillor Msa.
Yes, Speaker, before we go with recommendations, we want to note the challenges, and we expect those challenges to be dealt with by officials concerned. So I want to go with the recommendations, Speaker.
Second.
Seconded.
Seconded by Councillor Michel. We're on section 6 now, and there are no items. Let me look at my schedule. Urgent matter submitted by the municipal manager, none. 12, consideration of notice of motions. 12.12, motion of questions dated 20th February 2024, received from Councillor DJ Swartz. 3 water meters are required for the recording of water usage where not installed at informal settlements and public amenities. Councillors, I don't know whether you want to deliberate on it or we send it to the directorate that deals with it. Speaker? Yes, Councillor Mane.
Thank you, Speaker. I think procedurally, we need to allow DJ Swartz to actually read into the recording, the, motion of questions. And then if there's a need for, the panel, the councillors to actually, have a word or two on it, that too is acceptable. But over and above that, if it's very technical and requires, assistance of, directorate, then obviously it will be referred to the rightful division where that is concerned.
Okay, Councillor Swart?
Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, yeah, if I may, I'd like to just elaborate on it and explain the reasoning for this. I was asked to go look at something in December in Bossie's Cliff. And in looking at from water, the wastage there, I was speaking to the manager of water. And we as a municipality have got 35% water losses. And if you read the Auditor General report, it talks about undocumented water usage. So it's not really a loss, it's just we don't know where the usage is. In my discussion with the water manager, I realized that in many of our informal settlements, there are no water meters on the public taps. So we are not recording that the water is being used in that particular area. And in further discussion after that, it also came to light that some of our public amenities, for instance, change rooms at the beaches and areas like that, also don't have water meters. So we're recording water losses of 35% because we have unrecorded water usage. If we put water meters on these areas where there's unrecorded water usage at the moment, we now know where the water is being used and we're recording where it's being used. And it's estimated that our water losses would probably drop to the region of 18 to 20%. And that is the proper or the actual losses that we are incurring because of pipe breaks and that sort of reason. So that's what the whole motion deals with, is just a proposal that we please consider installing water meters on public taps to record our water usages. If we look at the water report as well, the water report recommends that we install, I think it's about 1,200 water meters on these exact facilities at a cost of about 3.2 million rand. And that is what the motion is about, is why are we not installing these water meters? Because it would make our reporting more accurate and give us a proper need in terms of what needs to be repaired with our water pipes and the pipe breakage that we have.
Councillor Kolwapi and the Executive Mayor, followed by Councillor Michel.
I appealing that I'm sure some of the answers of that, maybe it was things that we were supposed to address instead by Councillor Swart in his role that he was a mayor before this thing. A report of EH came as early as November, December. I'm sure January we're supposed to be privileged at this council to be given these questions that is putting out today. But without that, it's just a comment. But I'm just asking a caucus of an hour. Hours caucus, Speaker. And we have a caucus.
Speaker, no.
And hours caucus. Oh, you don't hijack, raise your hands. Don't hijack. I'm appealing here.
An hour. There's no new item there. Please. Yeah.
Councillors.
Hey, Bitou, irrespective of abusing the land.
Councillors, please.
Protect me, Speaker.
Councillors.
I'm the one who proposed an hour. I proposed an hour.
Hour is granted.
And answers from the motion. Yes, the motion. Yes. One answer. No. No, and the council. Sanuvela niphakame nithethe nje ningahloniphi apha nihloniphi. Abuse hours then we abuse. That's what we are doing. We are abusing ngoku. So what? Your spiteful ruling party good ruler now. Yes.
I need to get it, I have to sign the correct percentage, the correct.
I like your hair.
My flight was only gonna have a 2-hour layover if we flew the day when we were supposed to get, because I changed my flight at an 8-hour layover. But I must say, it was bad. The airport was.
How should that?
I was also
Like, no, such a big star. Just like, come.
a big sign that means that's all to access duty free. Hey, then I read. I asked how many boxes can you buy? They said no, only one packet of cigars you can buy. You know. And I was planning to.
Yeah.
Councillors, it's time. Deputy Executive Mayor, who asked for caucus.
Thank you, Speaker, that you've asked for a caucus. As I've said, thank you from first. Concerns or motion, but he didn't move it. So I will ask President that he move the motion so that we can deliver it.
Councillor Swart, over to you. So you.
We have really everything, but I just want to speak up.
Yes, Executive.
Okay, he explained deeper into the motion. Therefore, we want him to then move into the floor of the motion and then.
So you need to direct it.
That's a motion in terms of Rule 36(2) of the Rules of Order for the Bitou Municipal Council meeting, 28th of February 2024. Motion in terms of Rule 13(1), all meeting proceedings shall be recorded in written type minutes and must be recorded electronically. Water meters are required The recording of water usage were not installed at formal settlements and public amenities. Bitou Municipal Council has for some time recorded water losses exceeding 30%, currently at 35%. These losses are categorized as unaccounted for water usage. This then does not mean that 35% is a water loss, but rather usage for which there is no record where it's been used. In December 2023, during a visit to one of our informal settlements, it came to my attention that the public taps in informal settlements do not have water meters attached, whereby Bitou Municipality can record the water use. This is the same for some of our public facilities, such as ablution blocks and other public water access areas. This was confirmed in a conversation with the water manager. By installing water meters at such locations, Bitou Municipality will be able to record such usage and know where and how much water is being used in such areas. As such, we will no longer have such a high unrecorded water losses, as the area of use will be recorded and the usage will be accounted for. In my estimate, this can reduce our unaccounted for water usage to below 20%. This will then be a true reflection of actual water losses through leaking pipes, pipe breaks, etc., and enable Bitou Municipality to properly focus on water loss areas that need attention. I propose that Bitou Municipality Water Department immediately identify such areas unaccounted for public water consumption and install water meters within the next 3 months that are then read monthly and recorded so as to ensure proper reporting of water usage in the Bitou municipal area.
Yes, Executive Mayor.
Speaker, I don't know which, but firstly, I would like to think this, as an executive mayor, it's also important for us. We have no objection against any what has been raised. It is thankful that there is caring councillors or organizations. So therefore, after Councillor Swart has moved, I would second that we have this, and it is important for us as Bitou. We have seen in various areas, even close as Knysna, the water can be a big problem. And if we don't account to our losses, control measures, it can easily happen to us as well. So thank you. I then second questions raised, notice of motion. Thank you, Speaker.
Speaker, thank the Executive Mayor for seconding, but just for record purposes, I am noted on the motion as seconder. I just want to confirm that I also second, but thank you, Executive Mayor.
Yeah, no, Speaker, thank you very much for noticing this issue, Councillor Swartz. In fact, the tap, the communal tap you saw is the only one that has a water meter. It doesn't. The one you saw.
Yes.
It does. Thank you.
All right.
Record this once, really. Are you?
I'm sure it's referring to all the houses.
No,
Councillors, by order of business.
it's really. By the way, all of you guys are new. Your first new councillors. It's a
Dealt with consideration of motions. Questions.
like
Number 13, consideration of notices of question, none received. 14, consideration of motions of exigency, none received. Number 15, in committee matters. Because we are coming from a long caucus, I don't think that we are going to give 2 minutes, 3 minutes. I think admin is ready. Are you ready, admin?
I normally ask.
That we can move over to in committee.
Still one year. I still want there 2 minutes.
2 minutes, all right.
Yeah, 2 minutes.
Why 2 minutes? Yes, also the members of the public Concerns?
It's done. Game on the toilet.
Yes.
We were recused the previous time for the in-committee items. Just stay behind because this is the minutes of that item.
Yes, yes, please.
We're helping you. We're helping you guys. You're the only shame.
The lady God.
Come. You are not new. Understand there's a lot of you.
3 hours.
Guys are very clever.
You'll get 3 hours. I'm telling you.
Very clever.
I was at the road.